Hey everybody, this is Zeb and Red back again. Another video, another day. Thought we would do a system tour. State of the stereo. My rig. And a bit of a Magnepan rant with a happy ending. So, the system, we're going to start with the table. We have a Pioneer PLX 1000 running an Audio-Technica VMN 740ml cartridge. That is a moving magnet cartridge with a microlinear stylus dyne. That runs into the Vincent PH08 phono stage, separate power supply from the phono stage electronics themselves, which is the nice feature of this. My preamplifier is a NAD C326BEE integrated amplifier, just using the preamp section. And then I have an Adcom GFA 545 Mark II stereo amplifier. I purchased it modified by Big Sky Audio. That is a 100 watts per channel. And then we have the Wharfdale Linton anniversary speakers. I've had the Wharfdales only for a couple of months. So I'm hesitate to formulate an opinion on the sound, but I enjoy them. The other conventional box speakers I have owned was a pair of ELAC Debut 2.0 F5.2 floor standing speakers. I had those for about 3 or 4 years. And purchased the Magnepan LRSs on the outskirts there afterwards. And I guess we can get into that now. So I purchased the Magnepans a couple years ago. They have a 3-year warranty. I purchased them through an authorized dealer. And I was well aware of the challenges of driving them and placing them properly to get both correct image and staging, as well as getting the most out of the speakers in regards to the amplifier being used. I did not live here when I got the speakers. I tried them out at my previous location, and they just didn't seem to sound right. And I thought it was just because I couldn't place them properly. And I was shortly going to move here, so I just boxed them up, used the ELACs, moved. And when I moved, I broke out the Magnepans and still could not get them to sound right. And essentially what was going on is the right channel just simply was louder than the left channel. And it sounded like anything with stereo vocals, everything was just coming out of the right channel. And long story short, that's because the tweeter was not functioning on the left channel speaker of the pair of Magnepan LRSs. So obviously it had been quite a while since I purchased them. But being as that I had had the same issue with them the entire time I'd owned them, attempting to use them off and on, I decided to contact Magnepan. Also, I just got them back from repair, so they are fixed. But when I received them, the left channel, what they call the sock, the cloth covering, had a hole in it. I did not address that at purchase because I was quite certain that would require sending them back. And since I had already waited about 7 months to get them, I was willing to forego doing that in the interim. But back to contacting Magnepan, so I contact Magnepan. Granted, I acknowledge that it was quite a while after purchase. However, they were still under warranty, and the problem had occurred upon delivery. After contacting the business in which I purchased them from, they said it would be easiest to contact Magnepan directly to resolve the issue, so I did. I found out that regardless of whether they would be repaired under warranty or not, I had to pay to ship them to Magnepan, which was a bit disconcerting. However, I have since come to the realization that that is what almost, if not all, companies in this industry do, regardless of the problem, which, coming from the golf business, that was a bit of a shock. Completely different industries, but it's the complete opposite in mine. So after getting over the psychological hurdle of accepting to have to pay something to ship them back, even though they had never worked, I did so, and only to find out that even though they were inspected by the store that I purchased them from before I returned them to Magnepan, that simply the fuse in the left channel speaker was faulty. I had visually inspected the fuse before I took them to the retailer, as did the gentleman at the authorized retailer. And unfortunately, we were just both wrong, and indeed, the fuse was bad. So I then opted to simply ship the speakers back, have them do nothing, which after paying $90 to ship them there, it was going to cost $145 to ship them back. To be fair, $90 of that was for the shipping and $50 was for the carton and the labor to pack them. And after many emails back and forth with their service department before deciding to do so, and making no headway, in my opinion, in truly resolving the issue, in my opinion, resolving the issue would have been them fixing them paying to ship them there, and them paying to ship them back, as they never worked, regardless of the time frame. They were unwilling to do so. However, when I called to pay to ship them back, the gentleman in the service department informed me that they decided to replace the socks at no charge and the fuses. And so now I have theoretically a functioning pair of LRS speakers again that I'll get to try out here after I'm done making this video. Like I said, they just arrived today. So I paid $230 extra to have a pair of functioning speakers for the first time, even though I purchased them new. But in the end, it worked out, as the amount I paid to both ship them there and ship them back was still less than what it would have cost to simply have them restock the speakers. And even though they needed to be restocked because they came with a hole in it, that was nonetheless fixed. And considering what I thought was going to happen, I am ironically satisfied with the end result. I'm not happy that I had to pay $1,000 to have a pair of $650 speakers, but I accept that I should have addressed the faulty speaker immediately. However, I was not willing to, unlike many people, convince myself that it was not simply something I was doing wrong. I did not think that a brand new speaker could be faulty, and I was ignorant to that. So I learned my lesson there, and in the future I will address these things immediately. But once again, if you watch, thanks for watching. Red says thank you. Glad you're here, and we will see you on the flip side.